Hi viewers, how are you? Today we are going to discuss about speed and velocity. So before going to discuss about speed and velocity, you should watch my previous video which I had discussed based on distance and displacement. After watching this video, you can easily understand this video. So now come to the case of this video. Here, what is speed and what is velocity? When we have to consider speed and when we have to consider velocity, it is being discussed here. So here initially speed is represented as the total distance traveled by a body in a given time. So here that represents speed, and velocity is nothing but displacement traveled by a body in a given time, that represents a velocity. So when we have to consider them, the speed, when we have to consider velocity is being discussed here. Come to the case here, what happens is let us consider that a person has traveled from one position to another position through a particular path, or a train has been traveled from Hyderabad to Khammam. Then we can represent that the body has covered a particular path. Then we can say that the body possesses speed. Whereas come to the case, if we represent the path vector for the train, if we represent the path vector for the train based on the displacement, then we can represent the velocity. Based on that, here we can specify when we have to consider speed, when we have to consider the velocity. So here observe that we are saying that speed is nothing but if a body covers a particular distance, or if a body moves in a particular path, then we can say that speed. Path covered by a body represents speed, where speed equals distance covered by time taken, whereas the unit for speed is meter per second and kilometer per hour, and its dimension formula is m to the power of 0, l to the power of 1, and t to the power of minus 1. And here once again, as you observe this velocity is nothing time rate of change of a position vector, where velocity is nothing but displacement by time taken, where its unit is meter per second and kilometer per hour. Dimensional formula is m to the power of 0, l to the power of 1, t to the power of minus 1. So here what is the difference means? Here when we consider speed, we consider only magnitude, whereas in the case of velocity we consider magnitude as well as direction. So here based on that we can represent that a speed is a scalar quantity, whereas velocity is a vector quantity. Now we are going to discuss about average speed and average velocity. We have to know what is meant by average. In order to see this, let us consider that if we consider three subjects which we had gained 60 marks, 70 marks and 80 marks. So by getting these marks, if we consider the average of these 3 marks, we can write it as 60 plus 70 plus 80 by number of subjects 3. So here observe that 60 plus 70 is 130, 130 plus 80 is 210 by 3, which is nothing but average 70. So based on that, now we had represented average. In the same way, the average speed is being represented by considering that a body has traveled a distance of 20 meter in an interval of 2 seconds, and a distance of 30 meter in a time interval of 2 seconds, and a distance of 35 meter in an interval of 2 seconds. So here now in order to find the average speed, we calculate the total time taken by the body in order to travel this total distance, that represents the average speed. Now we are going to define and write the formula for average speed. Average speed is nothing but a total distance. Average speed is nothing but a total distance by total time taken by the body in order to travel this distance, that represents average speed. Average speed. So here come to the case, let us consider a body has traveled from point A to B, and the change in the distance is delta s, whereas the initial distance is x suffix I and the final distance is x suffix f. Based on that, the average distance is given as delta s by delta t. Delta s by delta t. So here observe that a change in the distance, nothing but initial distance, initial position is x suffix I and final position is x suffix f. Based on that we can write it as x suffix f minus x suffix I by, so here the time periods are represented as t1 and t2. Then T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. It represents average speed. Average velocity. Coming to the case of this average velocity, it is defined as V average bar. Observe that while representing average velocity, it is represented in terms of magnitude and direction. Means it is represented in vector form. That's why we represent with in the form of vector. Whereas it is given as a displacement by total time taken. Displacement by total time taken. So it represents average velocity, and here in this case the average velocity is being represented by the line, and it is represented as delta r bar, whereas the initial position is represented as ri bar, and final position vector is represented as rf bar. Then here based on that the average velocity is given as delta r bar by delta t, then it can be represented as rf bar minus ri bar by t2 minus t1. So it represents average speed and average velocity. Let's see some applications regarding the average speed. If we consider that a body has traveled in between 2 points A, B. For half of the time, if the body has traveled with a speed of V1 and next half of the time it has traveled with a speed V2. Then based on that, now we have to represent the equation of average speed. So here commonly we know that average speed is equal to S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. So coming to the case 7 says he didn't give the distance traveled by the body. So the distance is being represented by from the formula where S1 is equal to V1 into T by 2 and S2 equals to V2 into T by 2. So we can substitute the values of S1 and S2 in this equation. If we substitute here, we have V1 into T by 2 plus V2 into T by 2 by T by 2 plus T by 2. So here observe that we can take a T by 2 as common. If we take a T by 2 as common, then we can write it as T by 2 into V1 plus V2 by, here observe that T by 2 plus T by 2, it is nothing but a T and T gets cancelled, so we have V1 plus V2 by 2. It represents average speed. Whereas now let us consider the second case. If a body has traveled from one point to another point, observe that for half of the distance it has traveled with a velocity of V1 and the next half of the distance it has traveled with a velocity V2. Then based on the formula, average speed equals to S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. Observe that here he didn't give the time taken by the body in order to travel this distance. The time is given based on the formula where T1 is equal to D by 2V1 and T2 is equal to D by 2V2. So if we substitute these equations, here we have, observe that S1 equals to D by 2 plus S2 equals to D by 2 by D by 2V1 plus D by 2V2. So now D by 2 plus D by 2, anything but D by, we can take a D by 2 as common. So if we take a D by 2 as common, we have 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. So here D and D gets cancelled and we get a 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. So this is the equation given. Suppose if we consider a body has traveled with velocities V1, V2 and V3 for distances D by 3. V1, V2, V3 for distances D by 3. For each distances D by 3. Then the equation average speed. The equation for average speed is 3 v1 v2 v3 by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1 v3 v1. In this case, let us consider that the body has been moved between 2 points, or it has moved from point A to point B. Observe that the body has moved with a speed of v1 for time t1 and with a speed of v2 for time t2. Then based on that, the average speed v average equals to s1 plus s2 by t1 plus t2. T1 plus the distance is not given, so based on that the distance is given as s1 equals to v1 into t1 and s2 is equals to v2 into t2. So if we substitute these values, the average speed is given as v1 t1 plus v2 t2 by t1 plus t2. T1 plus t2. Whereas here in the second case, observe that here what happens is a body has travelled from A to B with a speed v1, and again it has returned back from B to A with speed v2. Suppose let us consider that a boy has travelled from his house to school with a particular speed, means with a speed of 40 km/h, and he returned back to the house with a speed of 30 km/h. Why? Because we try to travel to house speedily as compared to school. In the same way, here what happens is if the body has travelled from A to B and again it returned back from B to A, so that the distance is same. The distance travelled by the body is same. Then the average speed is given as v average equals to s1 plus s2 by t1 plus t2. So here he didn't give the time. Then the time is given as t1 is equals to s by v1 and t2 is equals to s by v2. Here we had considered s because the distance is same in both the cases. So here as you substitute, based on that we can write it as s1 is equals to s and s2 equals to s. If we substitute here, we can write it as s plus s by v1 plus s by v2. Observe that s plus s is 2s. 2s by, we can take s common, then we have 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. So here s gets cancelled and here we have 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. v1 plus Now we are going to discuss about instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. Come to the case of this instantaneous speed. Here what happens is we are familiar with the word instantaneous. Instantaneous, very short interval of time. In a very short interval of time means here it is being represented by limit of delta t tends to 0. Means here the change in the interval is approximately equals to 0. It is not equals to 0, approximately, very negligible time interval. We are going to show the change in time in a very negligible time interval. Instantaneous speed can be represented as v equals to limit of delta t tends to 0 delta s by delta t. Delta s by delta t is equals to ds by dt. ds by dt. It represents instantaneous speed. Whereas the instantaneous velocity is given as v bar equals to limit of delta t tends to 0 delta r bar by delta t, which is equals to dr by dt. dr by dt. So here this change in the distance, it is represented as s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1. In the same way, here also we can represent it as r2 bar minus r1 bar by t2 minus t1. Now we are going to solve a problem based on the instantaneous velocity. See, here we had represented here to find the instantaneous velocity, but problems they don't ask instantaneous velocity, they just give the equation. Based on that itself we have to find whether we are going to find the instantaneous velocity or average velocity. So here observe that x equals to 4t square plus 2t plus 3. So here we know that instantaneous velocity v bar is equal to dr by dt, dr by dt or dx by dt. So if we substitute here, we have d by dt of 4t square plus 2t plus 3, 2t plus 3. Differentiation of t square, it can be represented as 4 into 2, 8t plus 2, 8t plus 2. So now we have to represent instantaneous velocity at t is equal to 3 seconds. Based on that, v bar is equal to 8 into 3, 8 into 3 plus 2, 8 3 is 24 plus 2, nothing but 26 meter per second. Now we are going to see another problem regarding this average speed and average velocity. Let us see, if a particle moves on a circular track of radius r, from A to B in time t, find average speed and average velocity. Here the particle has moved from the point A to B, whereas the radius of this circle is r. Now we have to represent average speed and average velocity, whereas the average speed is represented along the circumference. Average speed is represented along the circumference. So here the average speed is equal to delta s by delta t is equal to, here circumference is nothing but pi r by t, pi r by t. Whereas here now we have to find average velocity. V average bar is equal to delta r bar by delta t. So here observe that the radius of this circle is r. So the diameter is being represented as 2r by t. Since we had represented average velocity, now let us consider it as the point as A as origin, and we represent the axis y-axis and x-axis. So the average velocity is along the x-axis. So it can be represented as 2r by t into I cap, 2r by t into I cap. Now the next problem is, a man moves 600 meter due east, then 800 meter to north and 200 meter to west. Total time taken for journey is 30 minutes. Find average speed and average velocity. So in order to represent this, here now we draw the directions as north, south, east and west, east and west. Now here what happens is, the man has traveled 600 meters due east. How much? 600 meters. And then next 800 meters due north, 800 meters due north and 200 meters due east, west, due west. So now here what happens is, now we have to represent average velocity. In order to represent average velocity, we have to apply the polygon. So for that, the closing side represents the resultant. So based on that, the average velocity is given as V average bar is equal to 600 I cap, total displacement, plus 800 j cap minus 200 I cap by total time. How much? 30 minutes. 30 into 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So here observe that 600i minus 200i, nothing but 400 I cap plus 800 j cap by 30 into 60. So if you take a 400 as common, we have I cap plus 2 j cap by 30 into 60. So observe that 2 zeros gets cancelled, 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. Based on that, we can write it as 2 by 9 of I cap plus 2 j cap. It represents average velocity, average velocity. Whereas now we have to represent the average speed. Average speed is nothing but the sum of all the distance travelled by this body. How much? 600 plus 800, 1400, 1400 plus 200, 1400 plus 200, 1600. So here the average speed is equal to 1600 by 30 into 60. 2 zeros gets cancelled. whereas 8 2s are 8 3s. So here we get a 8 by 9 meter per second. 8 by 9